Hey y'all, welcome back to Keeping Up with Chyna. Today we're back with another video. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, guys, I'm so sorry, my chair is like squeaking. Let me get a little comfortable so that I can stop squeaking. But yeah, so today's video I'm going to be talking about, I guess it's going to be like a little life update, what's been going on, what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, and just, you know, life after not been working for like six months. Let me see, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Actually, it's been 7 months. So if you're new to my channel, you might not know I am a registered nurse. I still am a registered nurse. Okay, I am a registered nurse, you guys. I've been a nurse for about 3+ years. In the next few months, it'll make it 4 years, but right now it's 3 months. And I started in 2019, you guys. I graduated in 2019 and I started working 2019. So yeah, so fast forward to like COVID and stuff. I did do like, I started travel nursing while COVID, I think the second year, once COVID was like, you know, still hot and stuff like that. I did traveling for a little bit. First and foremost, you guys, I don't think I ever think that nursing was gonna be like the end for me, like I was gonna, you know, work as a nurse for the rest of my life. I don't think that wasn't really my goal ultimately, because I just never saw myself working until 65. Like, that's something that I know. Nursing is beautiful and all, it's a wonderful career and stuff like that, but to work until like I'm 65, you know, because I am 25 now, so it's like that's a long time, and that's a lot of, you know, that's to me, that's not my cup of tea. So yeah, so I never really thought I was gonna stay there forever, but of course I knew that that's what I wanted to do at the moment, and that, you know, I'll work until I figure out, you know, what else I want to do, not really as a term like career wise, but like, you know, other things that I want to do, because I know that, you know, nursing, because the lifestyle that I want, or I wanted and stuff like that, I know nursing wasn't gonna cut it. Of course, you know, COVID happened, I started traveling, I made some good money, it was great. But you guys, I was always like, I just always just wanted more. I'm like, I want more. Like, it was just never enough. Like, I was like, okay, because like the more you make, it's like the more you want to make. So it's like, I never really got satisfied to the amount that I made. But of course, because that's, you know, it's like, if you can make more, it's like, why not? But I battled a lot, because I'm like, it's like, yes, I love nursing, I love traveling. Like, traveling was so much fun. I learned a lot, I met a lot of great people. It was amazing. And you guys, my assignments were easy. So some of them, especially my last assignment, I didn't work at all, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of positivity and stuff like that. But I realized that where I wanted to go in life and what I wanted to accomplish, I would have to, like, I guess, take a step back and really just focus on myself, because I realized I was just going. It's like, yes, I wanted to make more money. I wanted to work until so I can make more money, which is fine, because especially like the assignments were popping, the pay was great, everything was good. So I'm like, let me take advantage of this. So I traveled for about like a year and a few months, I believe. Yeah, like a year and 3 months or something like that, like on and off and stuff like that throughout the years. I did save up, and I'm like, okay, since, you know, I do have this opportunity to, you know, to take some time off to really just, you know, figure out what I want to do and actually see what are the other possibilities out there for me, because I know I didn't want to work forever. So, and also, guys, the pandemic and everything really just opened my eyes to, like, you know, like the freedom that, you know, there's so many things that I could do, you know, to earn money. So I'm like, okay, so I've tapped, like, me and my sister actually, you know, she's actually the one who actually changed my whole mindset. Like, she's helped me to understand a lot of things. And because she started her business first. Like, she was the first in the family, whatever, to start her business. Like, she always knew that she did not want to work for anybody. She always knew that she wanted to make her own money, do her own thing under her own, you know, terms and everything. I mean, I eventually just got, you know, not sucked into that, you know, mindset, but like I just saw how she was doing things and how, like, you know, it was just working. Like it was nice that she worked, you know, on her own terms. She, you know, has her own schedule. And you guys, I'm not saying all that just to make it seem like, you know, it's all easy and stuff, because it's not, y'all. Like you work a lot of time, you work 24/7, like as a side to like a normal 9 to 5, or for nurses 12 to 3. But I knew that, you know, that was a lifestyle that I wanted to one day have. So fast forward to you know, after I told myself that I was going to stop working for a while, so that I can get some things together, so I can, you know, just figure out what I want to do next and what are the other things, other possibilities that's out there for me. So that's exactly what I did. I wanted to start my business, my naturally defined hair business. I did start that. We're on month 3. Let me see, it's July, August, September, October. Yeah, so we are on month 3, and we've been doing really good, you guys. I do sell natural hair oil, so I sell our one of our best sellers, our aloe vera natural hair oil. And we also now recently just started selling rose water. So if you guys are interested, if you guys would like to purchase, all those information will be down below or in the screen somewhere, or in the description box. You guys can check that out. But yeah, it's been doing really good. And I know that if I didn't take that time off to actually focus and actually put the work, because it was a lot of work, it wasn't like something that happened overnight, or like, it was a lot of work. But I did it, and now I'm working on other things and stuff like that. And I've had some time to actually work on this other thing that me and my sister are doing, and actually it's been a struggle, you guys. It's been a struggle, but I feel like the time that I took, you know, away from working a 9 to 5, because I don't think I would be able to do, I mean, I know I would be able to do it, but I would be stretching myself real thin, because like people think just because I stay home all day to mean that I'm not really doing nothing. Yeah, honestly, I feel like I'm more like busy, more on the go, more like, you know, that I'm home, you know, we're working at home. It's much more, I feel like it's way more, and the pressure is much more, because like, you know, if you don't do these things, you're not gonna get paid, or you're not gonna make money. So it's like, it's a lot of pressure, it's a lot, and it takes a special someone actually to do this also, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. You know, the other things that we're doing, they're doing pretty good. They're coming along slowly, but they are coming along pretty well. I did tell myself I'm gonna give myself until the end of the year to see how I, like, you know, where I am, as in like, you know, financial wise, or you know, like where everything is, you know, is everything aligning? Do I see any progress, like, you know, how things are going? I mean, I do still have like 3 months. We just started the last quarter of the year. I mean, I think I'm in the right path right now. I don't think, because I told myself I'm not going back to work, but of course, you know, if you know, things are not going the way that I wanted to, then of course I would have to. But that's not my plan, that's not my goal. But of course, if I really want to, or if I need to, I would go back to work. But as of right now, everything's pretty good. You know, as I'm saying, like, you know, everything is a work in progress. And I think where I was at the beginning of the year until where I am now, I've progressed a lot. So but I think my biggest fear was, you know, before I quit nursing, was the fear of missing out, because I'm always like, you know, if you have the advantage, if you have the means to, or, you know, you have the ability to, why not make more money, you know, traveling? Like I said, traveling was great, but it's like, I feel like I was never satisfied, and like, I just wanted to make more. Now what I really want for sure is really to focus on something that's going to allow me to make time for my family. I want to be present. Like, now I'm really more into, like, you know, figuring out something that I can do, so like where I don't have to trade too much of my time to make money, where like I can be present, because I'm really big on being present. I want to enjoy the little moments, like especially, you know, if I want to, you know, start a family and stuff like that. I don't want to be trading my time to work, going to work 3 12-hour shifts or 4 12-hour shifts, and, you know, and I'm missing out a lot on, you know, my kids or my husband. I want something that I can do, you know, where like it's not too much of my time or too much energy, where like I don't have to like feel like, you know, I'm missing out on these times that you will never get back. So that's one thing that I'm really big on, time. And also being able to do whatever you want, being able to make your own schedule, being able to, you know, work from however, wherever. Like that's something that I love. And I love traveling, and I haven't done too much traveling this year because I told myself I need to focus and really be on the grind. So I haven't really traveled too much this year, but I did tell myself I am a person who loves traveling, so I know that I want to travel more and not have the, you know, I have to like, you know, report to my job or I wait until I have enough PTOs and stuff like that for me to like, you know, travel and stuff, in which I know it's doable. You can still do all these things, but I just wanted to do everything on my own terms. You know, I don't want to, you know, ask my job for PTO. I want to do all of these things for myself and by myself. And I know I've encountered many things that I'm doing now that you know, I can see will eventually lead me to having like, you know, basically freedom. I just want to be free, financially free. Like I don't really have any crazy debt. I mean, the only real debt I have is like my house, but that's a whole other story. But besides that, I'm not like, you know, like financially in debt or whatever, but like I want to be able to live the lifestyle that I want to live, because I've struggled, like, you know, like I didn't grow up with the parents that helped me, like, you know, that paid for college. None of that. I was an immigrant and I came here at a young age. We struggled back in Haiti. We came here, struggled some more, and you know, eventually, you know, like I put myself to college, you know, got scholarships, worked and stuff like that, put myself through college and all that stuff. It's been a lot, and it's, you know, and I just don't want to ever go back to that. I want to experience the finer things in life, and I know what I want, the things that I want, and I know that, you know, for me to get there, the things that I don't want, like, you know, and I'm not saying that you cannot have a good life, a nice life, a balanced life with working as a nurse and stuff like that, but with me, that's just not my preference at the moment. And especially, like, it was a lot of stress. Yeah, nursing is so stressful, it's not even funny. Like, if you're a nurse, or if you know a nurse, you know the amount of stress and stuff like that. You guys, I was always anxious. I'm still an anxious person, but I would say not as bad as I've been in the past. Sorry y'all, my camera died or whatever. But anyways, you guys, I know for sure that I don't want to altogether quit nursing. I know that I eventually want to keep my license active. I'm just still not sure what I want to do with it yet, like, or what I want to do. Maybe in the future I'll do like a per diem or something like that, just to keep my license active, or maybe I'll like volunteer or do some community service work. I'm not really sure yet, but I know for sure I don't want to, like, you know, lose my license, especially because I worked so hard for it. I know for sure I don't want to just give it up that easy. I want to actually keep it active just in case, because, you know, anything can happen. And, you know, and when nursing is so lucrative, and there's so many things that you can do with nursing, so it's like I'm gonna always have it active just in case, because you just never know. But besides that, you guys, things are going great. I'm gonna keep you guys updated in the new years and things that I'm doing, or if you guys are interested, I'll you know, come on here and update you guys on how things are going. But things are going pretty well. After 7 months, I can't believe it's been 7 months already. Actually, like, that's crazy that it's been that long. But I'm so happy that, you know, God has blessed me enough to, you know, take this time to actually just work on myself, and, you know, doing things that I know that will pay off in the future, because I am trying to build generational wealth, because I want my kids, like, you know, because I didn't have any of these things, you know, growing up. My parents did not have the opportunities that I had. So it's like I'm gonna take full advantage of all these things to make sure that, you know, I'm set for the rest of my life, and that my kids are set and their grandkids are set for the rest of their life. Because, like, if I have those opportunities and the ability to do these things, it's like, why not take the chance and the risk, you know? Because I'm all about taking the risk, because it's like, if you never take the risk, you never know what it could have been, or what the rewards could have been if you just had took the risk, you know? So yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated to know, you know, if I do decide to go back to work starting next year, or if I'm just still figuring things out, or if I'm working on other things, or I'll let you guys know if you guys are interested. But other than that, guys, I don't want to make this video too long. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think, or if you are a nurse and you are experiencing the same things that I'm experiencing. I have plenty of older videos regarding this topic of how I quit nursing and why I quit it and all that stuff. So if you guys want to go watch those videos, you can, just to get more information on, you know, the whole backstory and all that stuff, because I didn't want to touch too much you know, into that, because this is like a update video kind of, so I didn't want to touch too much, you know, details into that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. You guys like these videos, these little updates. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't, and yeah, guys, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.